That night is burned into my memory, not because of what was said, but because of what it made me realize. It was a Friday evening. My wife, Sophia, had invited a few of her colleagues and friends over for dinner. She worked in a big marketing firm, surrounded by confident, loud people who loved showing off their achievements. I was quieter by nature, the kind of man who believed success didn't need to be shouted from rooftops. Sophia used to love that about me, or at least she said she did. But somewhere along the way, that admiration turned into something else. Maybe she started comparing. Maybe she began to feel like I wasn't enough. Dinner started well. The guests laughed, drank wine, shared stories about their careers, travel, and promotions. I smiled, listening, joining in when I could. Then one of them, a guy named Derek, looked at me and asked, "So, Daniel, what do you do?" I started to answer, but Sophia interrupted with a laugh. "Oh, he's still figuring it out," she said. "He's got his little repair business, the one that keeps him busy." The tone she used, it wasn't loving. It was dismissive, mocking. Everyone chuckled politely, but I felt my stomach twist. I tried to laugh it off, but my voice cracked a little when I said, "It's not little, Sophia. I've been working with 3 new clients this month." She rolled her eyes. "Sure, honey, just don't blow another fuse in the kitchen like last time." They laughed again, and that's when something inside me broke. I excused myself, stood up quietly, and went to our bedroom. I packed a small overnight bag, just some clothes and my keys, and walked out. No yelling, no fighting, just silence. When I got to the car, my phone buzzed. It was Sophia. "Where are you going?" she asked, her voice uncertain. "I need some space," I said simply. "Enjoy the dinner." Then I hung up. That night, I checked into a small motel on the edge of town. I didn't sleep much. I just kept replaying her words in my head. He's got his little repair business. The thing is, I never wanted to be rich. I just wanted peace. I wanted a simple life, one where love meant more than status, where effort mattered more than titles. For the next few days, I didn't call her, and she didn't call me, until the 4th night. It was almost midnight when my phone rang. Her name flashed on the screen. For a second, I thought about ignoring it, but something in my chest told me to answer. Her voice was trembling. "Daniel, I'm sorry." Silence. Then she started crying. "I shouldn't have said those things. I don't even know why I did. I just got caught up trying to impress everyone. They all talk about their perfect husbands, their fancy lives, and I just wanted to fit in." I finished quietly. "Yes," she whispered, "but I ended up losing myself, and maybe you." I didn't say anything for a long time. The sound of her crying on the other end hit me harder than her words that night. Finally, I said, "Sophia, I didn't marry you for your image. I married you because you used to see me for who I was, not what I earned." "I still do," she said softly. "I was just stupid. Please come home. I'll fix it, I promise." I told her I'd think about it. For the next week, I stayed away. I focused on work, not out of anger, but clarity. I realized I had been measuring my worth through her approval. That night taught me I didn't need validation to be enough. Then one morning, I got a call from one of the companies I'd been working with. They wanted to officially partner with my business. Full contract, long-term work. It was the biggest deal of my life. I smiled, thinking, maybe this is life's quiet way of reminding me to trust myself. 2 weeks later, I went back home. When I walked through the door, Sophia stood there, eyes red and tired. She didn't speak. She just ran to me and hugged me tightly. "I thought you'd never come back," she whispered. I looked at her. "I didn't come back because of what you said, Sophia. I came back because I believe people can learn from what they break. We didn't fix things overnight, but we started small. Honest conversations, counseling, respect." Months passed. One evening, she came to my workshop, the place she once called Little. She watched me fix an old generator for a client, quietly observing every move. When I finished, she walked up to me, eyes glistening. "I used to think success meant money and status," she said, "but now I see it's peace, dedication, and love. You've always had all 3. I just didn't see it." I smiled. "I'm glad you finally do." That night, we had dinner together, just the 2 of us. No friends, no pretense, no competition, just us. And for the first time in years, the silence between us wasn't heavy. It was warm. Now, when I think back to that night she embarrassed me, I don't feel anger anymore. I feel gratitude, because sometimes it takes being broken in front of others to remind you who you really are and what kind of love you deserve. Sophia and I still have our ups and downs, but she never mocks me again. In fact, when someone asks what I do, she smiles proudly and says, "He's the man who never gave up on his dreams, or on me." And that, I think, is the kind of success you can't measure in dollars.